Hi everyone, and welcome back there. I'm Emily, and I'm super excited to be here with you all today. And I'm Paul. It's great to be back. Emily, we have a fantastic topic for our listeners today, something we all love to talk about. That's right, Paul. Today, we're going to chat about our last vacation. It's a wonderful way to practice speaking about past events in English, and we can share some fun stories. Exactly. And before we dive into our vacation stories, we have a quick request for all of you wonderful listeners out there. Yes, please. If you enjoy our podcast and find it helpful for your English learning, please take a moment to subscribe to Mr. English channel. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends who are also learning English. Sharing helps us reach more people and grow our community. And of course, hit that like button. It really helps us know that you're enjoying what we do. So subscribe, share, and like. Thank you so much. Emily's last vacation. Orlando, Florida. Alright Emily, are you ready to talk about your last vacation? I'm curious. I am so ready. Paul, I can't wait to tell you all about it. Let's start with the basics. So Paul, my last vacation was to a super beautiful place. I went to Orlando, Florida. Oh, Orlando. That's a classic vacation spot. Lots of famous parks there, right? Absolutely. That's exactly why I went. I wanted to visit the theme parks. It was my first time there, and it was amazing. Paul's last vacation, Seaside, Oregon. What about you, Paul? Where did you go for your last vacation? My last vacation was a bit different. I went to a quiet beach town called Seaside, Oregon. It's on the coast, and it's very peaceful. Not a lot of big theme parks, but lots of nature. Seaside, Oregon sounds very relaxing. So you prefer beaches over theme parks? Usually. Sometimes, it depends on my mood. This time, I needed a break from the city, so a calm beach was perfect. When and with whom they traveled? Okay. Next question. When was it? My trip to Orlando was pretty recent. It was just a few months ago, in March. The weather was perfect then. Not too hot, which is good for walking around the parks all day. March is a good time for Florida. My trip to Seaside was a little earlier actually. It was in late fall, around November. It was a bit chilly, but the beach was beautiful, with the fall colors and fewer people, which was nice. Oh, so you don't mind the cold for a beach trip? That's interesting. I prefer warm weather for my vacations. Not for a calm beach trip. I just wanted to relax and walk by the ocean. No swimming, so the cold was fine. It was actually quite cozy. Next up, who did you travel with? I went to Orlando with my family, my parents, my brother, and my sister-in-law. It was a big family trip, and we had a lot of fun together. It's always nice to share those moments with loved ones. That sounds lovely. Emily, a family trip is special. I actually went to Seaside with my best friend, Tom. We like to go on little adventures together, and he also enjoys quiet places. It was just the two of us, very laid back. Traveling with a best friend sounds great too. Did you both enjoy the peace and quiet of Seaside? We did. We both needed a break from our busy jobs, so it was perfect. Sometimes, it's nice to have just one person to share the experience with. You know, it feels more personal. How they traveled and where they stayed. Alright, next question. How did you get there? For Orlando, we all flew, of course. We took a plane. It was a direct flight, which was great. Plane journeys can be long, but it's the fastest way to get to Florida from where I live. Flying, it's convenient, but I sometimes find it tiring. For my trip to Seaside, we drove. Tom has a big car, and we live in the same city, so it was an easy drive up the coast. It took about 2 hours. We listened to music and chatted a lot. Driving sounds like a fun way to travel too. You get to see more of the scenery. I love road trips when they're not too long. Did you stop anywhere on the way? We stopped at a small coffee shop about halfway. It was a nice break to stretch our legs and get some coffee before continuing the drive. It's one of the benefits of driving. You can stop whenever you want. Okay, so once you arrived, where did you stay? In Orlando, my family and I stayed in a vacation home. It was a big house with many bedrooms, a kitchen, and even a swimming pool. It was wonderful because we could all be together and cook some meals at home. It felt very comfortable, like a home away from home. A vacation home with a pool sounds amazing. Emily, that's a great idea for a family trip. Ton and I stayed in a small, cozy hotel in Seaside. It was right by the beach, which was perfect. Our room had a small balcony with a view of the ocean. It wasn't fancy, but it was clean and had everything we needed. A hotel by the beach with an ocean view, that sounds lovely and relaxing. Did you spend much time at the hotel, or were you mostly out exploring? We spent some time there, especially in the mornings, enjoying coffee on the balcony. But mostly, we were out walking on the beach or exploring the town. The hotel was really just a comfortable place to sleep and relax after a long day of walking. Activities, favorite parts, and food. Now for the fun part. What did you do there? In Orlando, we spent most of our time at the theme parks. We went to Disney World, Universal Studios, and Epcot. We rode so many rides, saw parades, watched fireworks, and met some characters. It was a lot of walking, but so much fun. We also had some nice dinners out. Wow, that sounds like a super busy and exciting trip, Emily. Theme parks are a whole different kind of vacation. In Seaside, our days were much slower. We spent a lot of time walking on the beach, collecting seashells, and watching the waves. We also hiked a bit in the nearby forests, and in the evenings, we often ate at local restaurants and tried the fresh seafood. We also spent some time just reading books and relaxing. Hiking in forests and reading books on the beach sounds so peaceful. Paul, did you do any other activities besides walking and eating? Yes, we also visited some local shops in the town. There were some unique art galleries and small antique stores. We found some interesting souvenirs. And one evening, we watched the sunset over the ocean from the beach, which was really beautiful. It was all about enjoying nature and the quiet. Okay, out of everything, what was your favorite part? For me, my favorite part of the Orlando trip was definitely seeing the fireworks at Magic Kingdom at Disney World. They were so beautiful and magical, and the music was amazing. It made me feel like a child again. What about you, Paul? What was your favorite part of your Seaside trip? That sounds incredible, Emily. Fireworks at Disney are truly special. My favorite part of the Seaside trip was walking on the beach during low tide. The ocean goes out very far, and you can see tide pools with small sea creatures. It was fascinating to explore and see the little crabs and starfish. It felt like discovering a hidden world. That sounds so unique and calming, Paul. I can imagine how peaceful it must have been. So connecting with nature was really important for you on this trip? Absolutely, that was the main goal. It was a great way to disconnect from daily stress and just enjoy the simple beauty of the coast. The sounds of the waves, the fresh air, and the quiet walks were exactly what I needed. Next up, did you try any new food in Orlando? I tried a few new things. We had some really good international food at Epcot, like some delicious Japanese snacks and some German pastries. And of course, lots of different types of park food, like giant turkey legs and delicious churros. What about you, Paul? Did you try any new food in Seaside? Oh, Epcot sounds like a food adventure. I love trying new foods. In Seaside, I definitely tried some new things. The seafood was incredibly fresh. I had clam chowder, which is a thick soup with clams, and it was so creamy and delicious. I also tried oysters for the first time. They were very different, but fresh from the ocean. Wow, oysters for the first time. That's brave. Paul, did you like them? Some people love them, others not so much. They were interesting, very fresh, but I think I prefer cooked seafood. The clam chowder, though, was a big winner. I had it almost every day. It was perfect for the chilly weather. Funny moments and future plans. This is always a fun question. Did anything funny or unexpected happen? Well, in Orlando, one funny thing was when my brother got completely soaked on a water ride, and he didn't expect it at all. He looked like he just jumped in a swimming pool. We all laughed so much. It was a great memory. What about you, Paul? Any funny or unexpected moments in Seaside? That sounds hilarious. Emily, water rides can be sneaky. For me, one unexpected thing happened when Tom and I were walking on the beach. We saw a very large sea lion sleeping on the sand. It was so big, and we didn't expect to see such a large animal so close. We kept a safe distance, of course, but it was really amazing to see it in person. It wasn't funny, but it was definitely unexpected and cool, a sea lion on the beach. That's incredible, Paul. I've only seen them in zoos or on TV. It must have been quite a surprise. Did it move at all while you were watching it? It moved a little, sort of shifted in its sleep, but mostly it was just resting. We were so careful not to disturb it. It was a powerful reminder of how amazing nature is, and how you never know what you might see when you're exploring outdoors. All right, last question, Paul. Would you like to go again? For me? Yes, absolutely. I would love to go to Orlando again. Maybe try different parks or spend more time at the ones I loved. There's so much to see and do there. What about you? Would you like to go back to Seaside? Yes, Emily, I would definitely like to go to Seaside again. It was so peaceful and refreshing. Maybe next time, I would go for a bit longer or explore some other nearby beach towns. It's a great place to relax and enjoy the quiet. So it sounds like we both had wonderful trips and would happily return. We certainly did. It's been great sharing our vacation stories and practicing our English at the same time. I hope our listeners found it helpful and interesting. I hope so too. Talking about past events, using past tense verbs, and describing places are all very important skills in English. Conclusion and engagement. So that's it for today's episode of Mr. English Channel. We hope you enjoyed hearing about our last vacations. And don't forget, if you liked this episode, please subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, it helps us a lot, and share this podcast with your friends who are also learning English. And we'd love to hear about your last vacation. Please leave a comment below and tell us, where did you go? What was your favorite part? We love reading your stories. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back with another episode soon. Bye for now. See you next time.